On the night of the 13th of June, the Argentinian commander ordered his most formidable battalion, the 5th Marines, to stage one final stand on Mount Tumbledown. The 2nd Battalion, Scots Guards, were given the job of taking them on. It took 12 hours of brutal fighting before the Guards finally won, but they lost 8 men.
Now is the big thing for the Scots Guards. We've done everybody else, we've done Welsh Guards, we've done the San Carlos. This is for the Scots Guards boys, to find their skeletons and get rid of them, say goodbyes, sit and have remembrances, lay our plaques, you know, just generally, after 25 years, put something to rest. It's either going to do two things. It's either going to be completely scatty, or it is going to help. But I don't know. I don't think coming to an island and putting things to rest is going to help me brilliantly. You know, because I'm still going to have them issues, and they just don't go away. They're there for life.
George provided machine gun support that night for his friends who were fighting their way up the mountain. Now, 25 years later, he's returning with other veterans of the battalion. Joining them are relatives of those who died, including Teresa Davison, who lost her husband Clark, and other pilgrims and islanders. With the weather deteriorating, the vehicles struggle to make it up the mountain, but they finally make it and the service can begin.
Steve, who's with right flank, will read the poem O Tumbledown, which was written by the platoon commander in right flank, Mr. Matheson. It will then be followed by the Lord's Prayer from Simon, who's with left flank, the radio operator for Major Kisley. Then it'll be the last post, 2 minutes silence, followed by Reveille. Then it will be the pipers will play Tumbledown, and that will be the signal from those who would like to lay a wreath to come forward. Would anybody like to add anything else?
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
From all of the Scots Guards, thanks for supporting us, thanks for coming.
It was the Guardsmen of the Crown who scaled the heights of Tumbledown and fought that night a bloody fight to see victory by dawn's first light. From crag to crag amongst the rock, they skirmished on, numbed by shock. Through shell and mortar fire they moved, till at last the ground they'd proved. Port Stanley lay there, just ahead, as they began to count their dead. But where the glory, where the pride, are those 8 brave men who died? They who made that lonely sacrifice, and through each death paid the total price, in their final and heroic act, did surely speed the warring parties' pact. Each one who there his life laid down saved countless others from their own unknown. So those of you who live to talk, let your pride hover as does the hawk, and never let men these acts forget, nor the memory of our dead neglect. But once returned across this sea, remember then just what it was to be a Scots Guardsman.
Cheers, lads.
Well done. 25 years on, and it's summer, and it's snowing, and it snowed 25 years. It was like this 25 years ago.
Well, a bit windy.
Big fella up there's looking down on these guys there, like 25 years. I'm not making a big issue about it, but I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. And when I woke up the next, and so does he, and so do a few others. Yeah. But the next morning, 6 o'clock yesterday morning, when Patrick come up to pick us up and take us back, I felt like a new man. I felt I've got rid of all these demons out my head, all these angry thoughts, horrible stuff for 25 years, and I feel like a new man. I do. I feel like, you know, this is the best therapy in the world.
I feel really good. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I get back to the UK. I wouldn't say it's fixed me or sorted me out, but it has given me an insight that I'm not the only person. you know, and I've got a lot of the lads in the battalion the same as me. I think I would have been upset with myself for the rest of my life if I hadn't have come. But yeah, I am glad I come now. I am absolutely delighted to come.
Before the main body of the Scots Guards attacked Tumbledown, a diversionary attack was launched by their reconnaissance platoon. During a heavy firefight lasting over 2 hours, 2 soldiers were killed, including Sergeant Danny White. Today his former colleagues remember this larger-than-life character.
They were all in the bank here, and there was between 6 and 8 trenches along here, and we worked to it because the initial contact, the first burst of fire came from over there, and we were all in extended line, all the way back to that bank, and from there we worked our way round this ridge, taking out the trenches one by one. Whilst from the trenches behind us they were firing in. Right. And then they started calling, as they started to give up these trenches.
So where did you get hit, Stephen?
Where did I get hit?
Yeah, where?
Oh, just over that ridge.
That's where Beth, when you get hit there?
Yeah, just over there. There's a flat rock, because we heard the hand grenade come out of the trench and roll onto the rock. Couldn't see it, so we just rolled up on a ball, and you know, I thought it was a dud. I went like that, took my hands away from my face, and it went bang.
Even today, an unexploded Argentine grenade still remains where it landed that night 25 years ago.
Did you think that this attack was a successful attack?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
The whole idea was the Argentine force believed that we were coming from that direction.
That direction.
Towards the Tumbledown. So the battalion put under diversion attack to this location. When they got to, this is as far as he got. Our drill sergeant was killed there in the corner. Our piper was wounded over there by grenade shrapnel. Once he'd bugged back out again, we moved in back to a minefield, and 2 of the guardsmen. No, I wasn't here.
No, this was purely the pipers.
There was 25 in
guys,
the attack.
Yeah.
And out of the 25, 16 were wounded and 2 were killed.
2 were killed.
It was about, he looked like 10'2" to me, this fella. About 5 foot wide. And it was like silver hair, spot on. He was a real guardsman, this fella. But then again, he used to bollock the hell out of us. You know what I mean? He used to bollock the hell out of us.
We all stood outside the barbers, and we all stood with our hands behind our back because he came along like, you know, nice Scots guardsman. And he walked past his pay stick. Remember how beautiful and big he was with his pay stick, and he marched past and he said, "What the fuck are you 5 doing?" And we said, "Getting haircuts, sir." "It's 30 below, fuck off!"